Hi, I'm Ray Smith. Very excited to do this little video for Jody. What a great service he's providing to the saxophone community. I'm based here in Utah. I teach at Brigham Young University. I direct the jazz band there, synthesis, but I also teach saxophone and other woodwind instruments. I am a doubler. And I also do a lot of freelance recording and performing. And so I'm going to share with you a few things today about Jody Jazz mouthpieces, because I love these mouthpieces. These are great mouthpieces. I'm playing the DV, as you can see here. This is the DV. This is on the Alto. It's a DV7. I play the DV on all four of the saxophones. I found that the 7-star was a little bit too taxing for me on the soprano, and so I went to the 6-star. There's not a 7 in the soprano line, at least there wasn't then. So I went to a 6-star, and it actually fits really well. But on the tenor, I'm playing an 8-star, I believe it is, and on the bari also an 8. They're all the DV. I'll tell you what, though, the jazz, Jody Jazz Jet mouthpieces are incredible. They really are almost as good as the DVs. They're a lot less money, but they really play great. And I've helped a number of students pick them out, and I've been blown away by them. I'm going to tell you a quick story about why I'm playing the Jody Jazz mouthpiece. I went through kind of a mouthpiece crisis a few years back. The Cannonball Saxophone Company, I do play Cannonball saxophones. These are great saxophones. And I was invited to play with the guys that work there at Cannonball. We recorded a thing that's on YouTube called Cannonball Run. It was written by Gordon Goodwin. It's a sax section with a rhythm section. Really fun. And I felt good that day with what I was playing, and when we got ready to mix, it's like, oh wow, what we have to do to try to make my sound match the others. I'm way darker. I thought, maybe I'm kind of becoming the old fuddy-duddy. Maybe I need to look around a little bit. And kind of threw me into a mouthpiece crisis for about 6 months, and I tried a lot of different mouthpieces in that time. And what I settled on were the Jody Jazz DV mouthpieces. The reason being that these are really so free-blowing, and they're so responsive in all registers. You can play extremely high, extremely low with the same kind of ease and response. Intonation is good on it. Just love them. I did find that the previous mouthpieces had kind of made me, without me realizing it, kind of squeeze just a little bit, especially as when I was playing louder. But I did find that with previous mouthpieces that I had, without realizing it, I'd kind of gotten where I sometimes would squeeze a little bit. The Jody Jazz mouthpiece does not put up with that, and that's when it'll squeal. So you have to learn not to squeeze on it. I've had a few people also say to me, well, I don't think I could play a mouthpiece that's so bright. Well, I don't find the Jody Jazz mouthpiece to be bright. I found that I can play, it has a full range of overtones, the entire spectrum, and that's what I love about it. It's got the sizzle with the highs, and it's got the warmth and body with the lows, and it totally depends on how you play it, whether it's too bright or not. I mean, if I'm playing... Oh, let me turn this off first. I can play it that way. It's not bright at all. Or I can do this. Play it a lot of different ways. So I think the best thing is to share with you some actual context for these mouthpieces. They can play in a lot of different contexts and just sound terrific. This first one is I'm going to share with you was in a context with a double quartet album that we did with a number of quartets from around the world. And this includes the Zagreb Quartet from Croatia, the Richard Ingham Group from Scotland, Saxitude from Luxembourg. And this first track is going to be one of the tracks that we did with the Miami Saxophone Quartet. So Ed Kaye also plays a solo on this track. That was a little daunting. One of my great heroes. Love Ed. And I'm going to share with you my solo on that track. It's called Got Nothing But Nothing. Here's one in more of a Latin, bebopish, Latin kind of context.
Moonlight.
More of in a ballad context.
In Vermont.
It's another one from the double quartet album, but a more funk-oriented kind of thing. There's one more from the double quartet album. Kind of a Latin context. In Pursuit of Guacamole, the Latin funk kind of. These are all mixed a little bit differently, but a lot of different contexts. I'll do one more. This is 4 of the saxophone quartet, but not the double quartet, just 4 alone. Got something to say. Show the soul here. So I think I double a lot, and that's some alto examples. You kind of hear the mouthpiece, but I'd like to, in some different contexts, I'd like to show you the soprano sax. This is again the 6-star. By the way, the soprano player in the Quartet 4 that you heard a couple of tracks from also plays Jody Jazz DV 6-star. We both play the same mouthpiece on soprano. Let me just play a little bit of. This is a tune that we recorded fairly recently. It's called Equinox. Altissimo easily with the Jody mouthpiece. I'll let you hear the outhead. This is kind of pretty. The meter is challenging on this. Here's a low thing that's just a head. It's really pretty bossa. So I do a lot of woodwind doubling, and then this next thing is a little bit of bassoon here. Just before the soprano solo, I played the head on the bassoon. It's a Russian-oriented tune called Zagranitsa. Throw one more soprano thing in there. It's a little funk thing, but it's soprano, a little bit different context. I think I'll show you one Barry thing. This is kind of a R&B kind of raspy. Let's move on to a couple of tenor things here. This is a balladish,
Kiss
kind of a
the
slow
good
swing
life. Goodbye.
album project I was involved with recently.
It's the good life.
Here's another tune that's off the same album, actually. Pretend. You see how easy it is to just get that full-bodied sound, every register. It's so free-blowing and so responsive. Just love it.
You'll find a love you can.
Just to show you how sultry you can get, subtonish, and mellow. It doesn't have to be bright. Even play the altissimo soft. You'll see here. This next one kind of illustrates more of a funk or more of a rock pop.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
More of a pop rock kind of setting.
So easy.
And check out the ending here. This is kind of fun too.
I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm just taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. 'Cause I'm in a New York state of mind.
I found a little thing that I couldn't find a few minutes ago, but I did find it now, so I'm going to add it in here because it's kind of an interesting story. I got a call from out of town saying we need a sax solo on this piece, and could you put it on? So they sent me the Pro Tools session. I loaded it in, recorded it here, sent it back to Pro Tools session. Never did hear the finished mix for a long time, but I thought I'd play just a little bit of it from you because this is a real pop-oriented kind of thing that illustrates how powerful this mouthpiece can be, how versatile it can be.
Last night online I saw photographs.
We're skipping to near the end. We'll skip to where the sax solo is.
Find and let me know. True romance calls.
Well, I think you can see why I love these mouthpieces. I do play a lot of different styles in a lot of different settings. Been a recording musician for a long time, and so I have to be able to respond to whatever it is I'm doing at the moment on any of the instruments. And I just love how the Jody Jazz mouthpieces let me do that. If there's many different models, I love these DVs. A little darker than New York models. He's got the Super Jet, which are brighter, and if it's not in your pocketbook to get one of these metal mouthpieces, the Jet series is amazing on all the instruments. So I hope this helps you realize why I chose the Jody Jazz after my mouthpiece crisis, and I've been solid with it. And Jody, thank you. These are great. I just appreciate all that you're giving to us in the saxophone world. So, happy saxophoning.